Hey guys, come back to you for another video. Today I'm bringing you the top 5 top laners, and I'm basing these laners off some things. It's this tier list that's going to be on screen right now, and then the ones I own, because I don't own all the champs. I forgot to look at the amount I own, but yeah. And if there's an opportunity to do a free-to-play one, I'm going to do a free-to-play one, and then I'm doing it off their kit, and then kind of how they scale. I guess I scaled it off that, but a little bit. And then just gonna mark the beginning, guys, of a series. I'm gonna do a top 5 for each lane, and eventually I'm gonna, as I get more of the champs, I'll revisit it. I'll do an updated it. I'll update the video. I'll make a new one, and so yeah, I'll do a top 10 when I update it. So. And I'm gonna visit the other laners and comment, guys, other laners you think should be in this list that aren't. And then I'm always good on some of them, so just fair warning of the gameplay. And so let's get into the video, guys. So guys, number 5, Teemo. So I'm choosing Teemo, guys, just because of his auto attack being based on AP, and then it's ranged in top lane. Any of you top laners out there? It can get poked down the top lane a couple times. I've gone Ash top. Not related to Teemo, but I poke people out of the lane. Poking people out of the lane, really annoying. And it's happened to me a couple times when I was in the process of making this video with some laners that you'll see later on down the list. That I got poked out, had to get reset a couple of times. And so yeah, that's one of the issues. You can get some good control of the lane and some good pressure. And this R can be used as a ward or big damage in, or you can build it as, I like to call it the Teemo nuke. I've been on the receiving end of those. Not fun, but and you can also build on hit Teemo. Both really annoying combos as Teemo, because he has his W speeds him up, his Q blinds you, and then your E is part of your auto attack. So yeah, and then number 5, Teemo. So number 4, Urgot. So guys, I'm gonna put Urgot here at the number 4 spot because of how he could execute some squishies, as you can see in this gameplay, and then how also he's a bruiser, and he comes with a lot of health, guys, and then his tons of health with some sustain items can be really annoying, and then he can also be a tank and then hold back people, and then he has a kit that's easy to pick up. You can look at his kit and be like, I kind of have an idea of how to play him, but to play successful Urgot, you know it, but his kit's pretty easy to pick up for top lane. So, and then also he scales like, can't think of a skating champion, guys. He's pretty good, and then Urgot, he scales very well for 1v1s. In team fights, he can be good, but it requires a good ult to be true. So yeah, guys, Urgot can be a beast, and that's why I'm putting him here at the number 4 spot. Besides the fact he's damaging and a bruiser. So guys, number 3, Tryndamere. It's going to be a pretty controversial pick, guys, but I'm putting him here at number 3 because I have some good reasons. And then just because of his backdoor capability, it might, which is about Iron 1 to 2. I don't know about the high runners, but I know he could surely backdoor. Because I've seen my friend backdoor several times with his Trynd, and he can take off pressure as Trynd. If you're backdooring, you can just E away, which is your spin. And you can disengage, taking pressure off your team. If you're pushing, let's say, up to the 3rd tower, or to end him, you push up to there. Another team, you force him to back, because it's like, okay, I'm going to lose this. Your team can get more objectives, so he can alleviate some pressure. He scales well, guys, with the items and the synergy he builds, like the attack speed, attack damage, and crit. But he lacks the team fight capabilities. I noticed this yesterday, personally, when recording for Trynd. In team fights, he's not viable, but in 1v1s, he's pretty good. So I'm putting him here at the number 5, at the number 3 spot, because of his backdoor capability. Number 2, Mordekaiser. So guys, I'm going to put Mord here because of his snowball potential. His ability, his auto attack goes off AP. And Mordekaiser, one of the big things I like about him, while I'm putting him this high up, is that his R pulls someone into his death realm. And it just, you can pull out a high value target and they're forced to 1v1 you. And if you kill them, you take their stats until they respawn. So he can get really strong and start snowballing games. And then, like, let's say your team's, everyone's a bit behind, but Mord's ahead. He pulls one of the higher damage people from the enemy team. He can really just start snowballing the game for you guys. And so yeah, that's why I'm putting them up here, guys. So number 1, the top spot, I'm putting Gnosis up here, guys, and I'm putting him here at the top spot because of his Q being based on stacks. If you don't know how his Q works, his Q, every time you last hit a minion, you get stacks for the minions, and then your Q does more damage off how many stacks you get. If you get sufficient stacks, you can start going around just one-shotting some of the squishies, and then his other Q, you can slow them, and then you have an AoE with an E, and then your R makes you go giant and puts your Q on no cooldown whatsoever, so you can just start running people down if you have the proper equipment for it. So yeah, and if he has sufficient stacks, his power late can become insane, and if you're on the other receiving end of it, it's pretty scary, but otherwise his power gets pretty insane, guys. And then he can backdoor as well. In team fights, he can destroy everyone if he has sufficient stacks. So that's why I'm putting him at the number 1 spot. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, leave a like, comment, subscribe, guys. And if you enjoyed the content, make sure you subscribe, guys. And leave a comment of what you think should be in here, guys. Just remember, I don't own all the champs, and I'll take your opinions into account. As always, stay safe, sound the grind, and peace. Till next time.
That the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there.